Welcome to episode number 2 of his Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise series, and today I'm obviously playing my Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise series like I just said 10 seconds ago. Yes, you are reading that right, or yes, you are reading that right. We are 4-11-4 with a total of 12 points. That is horrendous, and that is the worst record points-wise in the National Hockey League. We got to turn that around right here, right now. We're about to play the Hurricanes, who are 13-6-1. They're a lot better than us. Obviously, we're 4-11-4. They're 13-6-1. They're 8-2-0. They're 8-2-0 in their last 10. We're 2-6-2 in our last 10. We lost our first game, which was against the Rangers at Madison Square Garden in New York. That was last episode. If you haven't seen that yet, it'll be an eye in the sky in the top right corner right up here. There should be an icon pops up at the beginning of the video. So you can see Pavelski right there leads our team in points. He's played 17 of our 19 games. I think he's been hurt for 2 of them. I have to show you the line because I completely, I'm fiddling with them because I'm trying to do, because you can do, a +1 overall, +2 overall, +1 overall, +2 overall, etc., or -1 overall, -2 overall, etc., for, the line chemistry. So I'm trying to do some pluses because I think I have a +1 for the first line, +2 for the second line, but then it's at a -1 for the third line, and a -2 for the fourth line. And then for defense, it's like +1 for the first line, and then 0 for the second and third line. There's just 4 forward lines and 3 defensive lines. We're 4-11-4, worst team in the NHL points wise. Sadin and Pavelski both have 13 points. They're saying Pavelski has technically leads our team, though I'm not sure why. The tiebreaker was goals. Sadin has 7 goals and 6 assists and 13 points. Pavelski has 4 goals, 9 assists, and 13 points. But Sadin has a -14 for +-, and Pavelski has a +1. Hintz has a -4, or -12 rather. Gurianov has a -4. Robertson has a -14, and he's injured. He's injured. Hastings a -10. Ben's a -5. Hagenpau's a 0. Klimmer's a -16. That is atrocious. Literally everyone's minus except for Klimmer, and I guess Pavelski. Como, I guess, is not. But Como rarely plays. Chibaron's is a -6. Fonts is a +2. Suter a +1. But even if they're not a negative, they're at 0 or +1, +2. You should be able to get still I did if you're -5, 6, 7, but -10, 15, 16 is horrendous. Let's look at the standings quickly, just see how we're only 12 points out of a playoff spot, which is still 12 points. Which you think 12 points is a lot of points, but it's still 12 points better than 13 points, or 12 points is still better than 13 points, 14 points, 15 points, 16 points, etc. Wildly, the Central Division, top 3 in each division make the playoffs, and then after that there's 2 wildcard teams. So right now, the 2 wildcard teams are in the Pacific, and that is the Ducks, who have 24 points. We have 12, so we're 12 points out of a playoff spot. Obviously, we've only played 19 games, we have 63 games to go. So we'll be fine. We're fine. If we can win this game, start getting on a 3-4 game winning streak, or if not a 3-4 game winning streak, at least a 3-4 game point streak where in 4 games we have 3 wins and overtime loss or something. But we gotta start with a point streak first of all. But if we can get on a 3-4 game winning streak, if we can get on a 3-4 game, if we can get on a 3 game winning streak or a 4 game winning streak, or if we can get on some kind of winning streak that's at least 3 games, we'll be right back in it. As you can see in our last game, we played the Coyotes, lost in a shootout. The game before that, we beat the Avalanche 2-1, and that broke a 6-game, 7-game losing streak, I think. So yeah, we gotta win this game. It's on a tough day against the Canes, but it's at home. I don't know if we actually won a game at home. I have literally no idea. But let's do it. The game's on Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, in this game. In real life, I believe the Stars did win this game, but obviously in real life, the Stars are 2 points out of a playoff spot. In this game, they're 12 points out. But remember, there's still plenty of season to go. We've only played 19 games, the Stars have. We still have 63 games to go, or the Stars do. Let's get into it right now. That's for the AHL affiliate game to be seen, which is the Texas Stars game. It is a promotion night because I knew this is down on a film. So that's Pavelski for us, and I believe, I'm not sure that is for the Hurricanes. It might be Aho, because I have Aho, Teravainen, and Slavin. We obviously have Pavelski, Radulov, and Klimberg. Pilsky has an X factor for tipping because he's made a career in front of the net tipping the puck. As they have a better offense, defense, and goalie. So we could be in trouble here. Stylish traditional in 4 minutes. Still pro, honest, turn adaptive. After this thing, I'll show you what the next episode of this series will be in the calendar, or on the calendar, or whatever. Let's do that. Takes forever to load. It took much quicker in NHL 21, but now it takes forever here in NHL 22. Sorry guys. Here we go. Let's go to Prediction. James Sabalski. Here we go. And I forgot to show you the lines, but the first line is Jamie Benn, Rat Fonsa, and Yoel Tvaranta. And looks like Fonsa wins the draw back to Klimbird. Ben lost the, or he has the putt rather, still somehow, I don't know how. Then now he lost it. Here's Setsikov. I hope I'm not botching his name. What a good hit right there. We got no turnovers, but that kind of, here we go. Here's Tvaranta. Klimbird following up, and it's stopped by whoever their goalie is. Here we go! Oh, that was almost a backdoor feed. Here we go. Here's Ben in the slot. That knocked off the putt. Oh, that knocked off the putt. Still in the zone. Klimbird scores! What a start! A start the Dallas Stars desperately needed. It's Klimbird. First goal of the season for John Klimbird. 2:25 in, 1-0 Dallas. That is a start the Dallas Stars desperately needed. Blonder sign on that's Frederick Anderson, who used to be on the Maple Leafs, I believe, but now he's on the Hurricanes. 2:25 in, 1-0 Dallas. We'll still have our first line out there. Assisted by Jamie Benn. First goal of the year for Klimbird. Assisted by Jamie Benn, the captain. Here's Aho. And Aho somehow had to putt around Ben. Almost got taken down in the corner. Here's Aho. Now Setsikov. Blocked aside by Hudobin. Our two goalies are Hudobin and Holtby. Out in front, Hudobin said no. Our two goalies are Braden Holtby and Anton Hudobin. Jade Oninger is down on the Texas Stars in the AHL, which is a step below the NHL. So Oninger's down in the AHL, and Holtby and Oninger's down in the AHL, and Holtby and Hudobin are the goalies. Here we go. Now Gurnano scores! 2 goals in 5 minutes and 45 seconds. 2-0 Dallas. Or 2 goals in the first 5 minutes and 45 seconds of the day. Not two goals in 5 minutes and 45 seconds, but 2 goals in the. It was 2 goals in like what 3 minutes, but it's like 2 goals in like 3 minutes or whatever. And assisted by Radjoff. Here's Niederreiter, and he got obliterated. What a save by Hudobin. And like I said, Oninger's down in the AHL, and Holtby and Hudobin are the goaltenders here in the NHL. And Holtby has like 7 starts, and he has 0 wins. And Hudobin, well, he has all 4 wins. He must have all 4 wins because I looked and Holtby has no wins. So that means Hudobin has all 4 wins. Here's Niederreiter, stopped by Hudobin. Suter has it. Now Guryanov turned it over. Does go out though, and that's a touch up here. Here's Slavin. 9 minutes in, here's Niederreiter on the point. Here's Fast. And that's stopped by Hudobin. Pass to the Hakanpää. So they got via free agency this past offseason. Here's Tyler Saden. He's been on the Stars for a while. Over to Hintz. He scores! 3-0 Dallas in the first half of the first period. What a start by this team who's 4-11-4. And points-wise, they have the worst record in the National Hockey League. Or they have the least amount of points. They have the worst record in the National Hockey League points-wise. They have 3 goals in 10 minutes, assisted by Saden and Hakanpää. Halfway through the first period, 3-0 Dallas. And now here's Trocheck. They got blocked. Another rebound attempt, stopped by Hudobin. Here we are, Slavin. They almost turned over. Here we go, score! Trocheck. It was a little bit of a broken play, and Vincent Trocheck has the Hurricanes on the board. 8th goal of the season for him, 11:03 in. 11:03 into the first period, and it's now 3-1 Dallas as Trocheck has Carolina within 2, as Trocheck has Carolina on the board and within 2, assisted by Jarvis and Slavin. Here's Bear, which I believe it's Ethan Bear. Now turned over! Or poached it. Here's Todd DeAngela. I can't believe I'm botching his name. As Robinson, remember, is injured. Turned the puck over to the Jarvis, who assisted. Dumped it in. 7:30 they know in the first period. 3-1 Dallas. Now Hakanpää up ahead to Hintz. Turned it over, and the Trocheck, who kept it in, too. Good play by Hintz. Poached it away, which was by me. Here we are. Here's Sadin. Here we go. Here's Sadin back the other way. Shot! Turned aside by the glove of Anderson. Here's Martin Hook. Back the other way to Poachet. Klimbert has it. Sadin up at DeAngela. Here we go. As Hintz. Ross Hintz scores! 4-1 Dallas. Hintz has 2. 5:09 left in the first. That's Victor Green, the Stars mascot. 4-1 Dallas. Sentinel tonight, 4th of the year, 14:51 into the first, and the Stars lead by 3 then at 4-1, 5:09 to play in the first. Assisted by DeAngela, which I'm totally botching his name I think, and Sadin. And here's Fonsa as the first line's back out there, and that's stopped by Anderson, and he'll cover it. 4:32 to play in the first period, 4-1 Dallas with Hintz. 1-0 for that trick, and well, still over 2 periods to play. We lose a face-off. I believe this is Ethan Bear. I got via free agency in my Dallas Stars franchise in NHL 21. Here we go. What a play. I don't know how he got through there with blocker aside by Hudobin. Tipped out of the Laurent team. That's Eric Stahl, or I believe it's Jordan Stahl, rather. And here we go. Tipped out of there. Picked up by Klimbert in the corner. Here's Tivaranta up at the Fonsa. Remember, it's Fonsa, Ben, who's the captain, and then Tivaranta on the top line just because it helps out with the line chemistry. So it's a +1 or +2 overall. What a hit on Klimbert. Not by. Here we go. Out in front. What a save. Rebound. Stop by Hudobin, and then shot by Stahl was blocked. Now it's in the corner. And it's out of there, but not out of the zone. Here's Bear at the point. A cross shot blocked, or blocked. Sent down by Haston, and wider than that. Could be an icing, and it is. 7:1 to play. 4-1 Dallas. Apparently has a third eye zone ability. Aho does, and Pavelski has that big tipper like I said earlier. 7:1 to go, and we win the face-off. Haston turns it over. Here's Terramini, not to the moon, and it's cleared by Tivaranta. Period over. 1-0 in Dallas after 20 minutes here in Dallas. So you didn't miss anything. It was at the end of the first period. You saw it before the last clip ended. 4-1 Dallas. We have 4 goals and 7 shots. They have 1 goal and 10 shots. Time attack, they have about a minute and a half more. Passing, 100% for them. 75.9% for us. Face-offs, 4-4. No penalties. Hits, 8-4 in favor of them. Shots, 10-7 in favor of them. Goals, 4-1 in favor of them. So we've scored a goal. Trocheck scored a goal. The only goal for the Hurricanes. Hintz scored 2 goals. Gurianov scored a goal. Klimbert scored a goal. Klimbert, who had a -59, is a -13 because a +3 in this game. You have Fonsa with a +1, Pavelski with a +1, +1 for Ben, +3 for Klimbert, and +1 for Hintz, Sadin, Gurianov, Radulov, and DeAngela. Which I'm completely botching his name. Robertson, by the way, is hurt, like I said, and he has, I think it's some surgery. I think it's wrist surgery, but either way, he's going to be out. It said into February 21st. So he's going to be out for 3 months. So that's why I think the person who took this shot was DeAngela, and then Tivaranta. I'm not sure how Tivaranta down the lineup. Ben Bishop is technically still in this game, by the way, but I have him as a scratch because in real life he's going to retire. He's going to sit out. He's going to be on long-term IR until his contract's up, and then he'll officially retire. But that's why I have him scratched. Our 2 goaltenders are Braden Holtby and Anton Hudobin, and then Jay Doninger, who in real life is on the Dallas Stars, or is down with the Texas Stars in the AHL. So our goaltenders, like I said, is Anton Hudobin and Braden Holtby. And then, like I said, Ben Bishop scratched and Jay Doninger's down in Texas. So some good saves. It's 4-1, yes. But it's on pro. It's on pro if you want to look at it. Here's settings. It's on pro. It's not like it's on rookie or semi-pro like it was last year. If you go in the game settings, I think that this is where it said the difficulty. It's right there, where the cursor's on. It says pro. And if you look at it in episode 1, we lost to the Rangers 6-3 on opening night. So I've lost games. Just obviously That game we only scored 3 goals. This game scored 4, and there's still 2 periods to go. 4-1 Dallas. Let's get in the second period here in Dallas at American Airlines Center. After that game against the Rangers, I open that was in New York. So this is the first home game that I filmed on camera. And like I said, I'll show you what the next episode, or what game will be next episode after this game. And we will open draw the center period as the Stars are up by 3 as we begin period number 2. Ben just got hit to the moon. Here's Sponsa, tipped it out to Ben. To the right point to Klimberg. Blocked aside by Anderson. That was picked off by Aho. Here's Teravainen. Somehow he got through there. He's toe dragged, poached away by Haston and did play, who signed with a big contract this past offseason. That's stopped by Hudobin. Fossa in the corner, kicked it out to Klimberg, who lost the puck. Fossa still has it. He kicked it out to Klimberg again, and this time does not turn it over. Here's Ben. Overhead to Kivaranta. Kivaranta, glove saved by Anderson, and put it down and pass it to Slavin. They did it restart. Here's Sergachev. Or Senchikov. Here's Teravainen. Back the other way, and that's blocked aside by Hudobin. Klimberg has it, and I meant to pass it to the team. I said it was all the way down the ice. Fossa beat the ice in now. Center and pass! Hit a stick of Herndon's player and just went wide of the net. 15 minutes ago in the second. 4-1 Dallas. Here we are to the Hurricanes. And that's not blocked. But now, not the puck. Now he's behind the net. Klimberg stole the puck. Just got hit to the moon. Here's Kivaranta. Up ahead, Pavelski. Here we go. Here's Pavelski. And I believe he was hit as he shot it. So it's a weak shot. That got intercepted. 13 minutes to go in the second. 4-1 Dallas. And a poach by, I believe that was Duryanov. And now in the corner. Here we go. Down low. One-timer stop by Hudobin. And he passes it in the corner. Suter's got it. Roundhouse got hit to the moon. Suter follows up and gets it out to Pavelski. The pass by Pavelski. Here's Suter blocked. Here we go. No goals so far in the first half of the second period. Here's Hondenbaugh, who just hit it down to the moon, but then he got hit to the moon. Here's Hondenbaugh up ahead as we're halfway through the hockey game here in Dallas. 4-1 Stars. Hintz just got bodied up at the blue line. And what a hit. Here's Trocheck, who just got nailed as well. And he slowed it up. Here's Sadin. As it's starting to get physical here. Shot turned aside by Anderson. Down low now. Hintz lost the puck. 8 minutes to go. Has there even been a whistle in the period? I have no idea. Here we go. 7:40 to play. Hit down low now. Is it a slot? Shot! Stopped by the right pad of Hudobin. And now it's down low. Hurricanes have it. Now into the right circle bunt. Out in front. Hintz has it. And gets it out of the zone. Hurricanes have it. Here's Bear. And he got tripped up. And he's does get up. And they're going to the power play. And that might have been like the first whistle. It's Sadin going to the penalty box. Hudobin says he's 4-7-0. Said. Here we go. First power play for either team. And Hurricane, first power play for the Hurricanes or either team. Here's Slavin! Glove saved by Hudobin. Who I probably should not pass that out. Here's Sponsa. Does not did it out. Slavin kept it in. And now it's in the corner. Here's no Suter, and he does clear it down the ice. And now down the other way. Suter, which is via free agency. He's like via free agency. Last year he was on the Wild. He's like 36 years old. Doesn't have a goal yet for us. Here we go, and Alfonso has it. Clears it down the ice. Anderson will play it almost in the forbidden zone. Literally, he's a foot away. And because if he plays it in the forbidden zone, it's a penalty. Here we go. Here we go into the Hurricanes. Hudobin said no, and I will not pass this one out. Minute 15 to go on the power play. That's the giveaway. It's yeah. Like I said, it's a promotion night, and tonight as well, puck giveaway night. Hudobin 15 saves on 16 shots. Failed clear, and Hudobin, I don't know how he saved that. Went between his legs. He was able to glove it. About a foot away from the goal line, maybe more, maybe less, I have no idea. Remember, Hintz is one away from the hat trick. Now we lose the face-off. Here we go, right in front, stopped by Hudobin. Klimberg, pass it to Como, will send it down the ice. And that will be played by Anderson behind the net. And he'll backhand it to a Hurricanes player, and to Pochek, and Slavin, Trocheck, across, Storm! Stop by Hudobin and sent it. The rebound sent it to the corner. Picked up by Hockenpah. He sends it down the ice. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 4:40 to go in the period. And now Como has it, but he's got run to the moon. Units score here in the second period so far. 4-1 Dallas though. Here's Trocheck. Stopped by Hudobin. Passing out to the corner. It's Como. Up ahead, Hintz. Como again, and he'll clear that. 20 seconds to go on the power play. The pass by Anderson. All the way down to Trocheck. His only goal for the Hurricanes, blocked by Klimbird. And he'll not clear it though. No shot scored on a failed clearing attempt by Klimbird. And it's 4-2. A power play goal for the Canes, and they're within 2. 15 power play goal, 15:49 in the second. That's the first goal for the Hurricanes or either team here in the second. And the Hurricanes are within 2 at 4-2. 4:11 to go in the second, unassisted because of that Klimbird turnover. And the Hurricanes win the face-off after they score. Here's a shot blocker side by Hudobin. Here's Tivaranta. Tivaranta back the other way. Fonsa, that did not work. Now Klimbird. Still has that puck, but then not turned over. Niederreiter up ahead fast. Back the other way. And they might have a little bit of rush here. Here's Niederreiter. I believe it hit a player. Here's Fonsa. Did go out of the zone, but does lose the puck. To Pochek. Here's Tivaranta, who's got nailed. Players changing. Here's Fonsa. And Radulov lost the puck. 45 seconds to go in the second period. 4-2 Dallas. And now Hastings back the other way. Looking for a buzzer beater here. Here we go. Going back door and hit the goalie. Now Radulov to the slot. Should have maybe shot it. Thought I could have passed it. I intercepted. Horn sounds. Period over. 4-2 Dallas after 40 minutes here in Dallas. One goal scored in that second period was scored by the Hurricanes. Shots, I think we only had 3 in that period. Yeah, shots in the first period were 10-7 in favor of the Canes. Shots in the second period were 12-3 in favor of the Canes. So we only had 3 shots. There, Stefan had that second goal, who's a defenseman off that Klimbird turnover. As faceoffs were only 3-2 in favor of the Hurricanes. It was 4-4 in the first period. Obviously goals, 4-1 in favor of us in the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Canes in the second period. But the Stars still have a 2-goal lead as they'll take a 2-goal lead, as the Stars will take a 2-goal lead into the third period, the Stars will take a 2-goal lead into the third period as they lead 4-2 after 40 minutes. Let's see into the third period right now with the Stars up 4-2. So they desperately need to win, and they're up by 2. They were up by 3. Now they're only up by 2. Here we go. Period number 3 here in Dallas. 4-2 Stars. And Fonsa wins open and draw out to Klimbird. Over Ben. Actually hit the boards and was behind Ben and turned over. Here's Aho. Just got nailed. And there might be a fight. And there is a fight. It's Slavin and Hastings. Hastings is a defenseman. I'm not sure if Slavin's a forward or a defenseman, but it's a fight. Slavin versus Hastings. Hastings' bucket's off, or helmet's off. And Hastings' energy is 0. Slavin's energy is in the yellow, or now the red. It's close though. Multiple rights by both guys, and Hastings down. Slavin wins the fight as he raises his arms here at AAC. Both guys 5 minutes each for fight. No day misconduct or anything. Hits or shots 22-10 in favor of the Canes. 19-13 to go in the third. Face-off 7-7. Face-off is in our zone. The face-off win turned over though. And turned us on. We gotta limit the turnovers. Here we go. Here's another turnover. And I got intercepted by Klimbird. Here's Ben. Kind of got caught from behind. Still has the puck though. And he still has it, but then lost it. And now at the other way, and that is offside. 17:37 to go in the third. 4-2 Dallas still. It hits 15-10 in favor of the Hurricanes. Here we go. Here's Tivaranta. Shots. Here we go. Back the other way, and I got picked off. Stars have only had, 3 shots since the second period started. Here we go. Now that's sent wide to the net. Klimbird now has the puck. Ben has it now. Here's Fonsa, number 12. Lost the puck. Now he's been stunned in neutral. Scored 4 goals in the first period. Since then, we have 3 shots. 15 minutes to go in the third. Stars lead by 2. Shot, what a save by Hudobin. And that was Suter, Radulov. Here we go. I wanted to pass it to Ben, and that is an icing, and it's Dallas 14-14 to go. It's here in the third. Apparently they'll finish one skater short. Someone got injured. Here's Ben up the middle. Missed Ben, but did go out of the zone. And now Ben back the other way, and there's a penalty on us, I guess. Stopped by Hudobin, not touched by us, and eventually touched by Suter. And apparently they're doing penalties on Rat Fonsa. 2 minutes for interference. Power play offset. They're 1 for 1. We haven't had a power play, and we're 0 for 1 on the penalty kill. Out there is Glendenin hitting the face-off, which I haven't said his name yet. They're 1 for 1 with 7 shots, and Glendenin will hit it down the ice. Anderson will hit it around the boards. Here's Trocheck, who scored the first goal. Here's Stefan, who scored the second goal. Good play, and cleared by Glendenin. Glendenin back the other way. Here's Niederreiter. And now, what a poke by Glendenin! Glendenin! Across the seine, and what a save by Anderson. Our first shot of the period, I believe, comes in the PK. And now, what a play by Lundell to get back. And now hit out of there. Glendenin, Sadin, cleared by Dallas. 1:10 to go on the power play. And now Sadin back the other way. You almost got that. Does not, though. Here we go, back the other way. Here's Stahl. Tones right the road. Huntington, they score. Trocheck. Second goal of the game. This was the second goal of the game for Trocheck. 7:45 in the third. It's a power play goal. At one point it was 4-1 Dallas, or at one point it was 4-1 Dallas, and now it's 4-3 Dallas. 12:15 to go in the third. Assisted by Stahl and Stefan. And now Niederreiter to put up the tie-up. Stars were up by 3 at one point. Here's Fast! And they score! And the game is suddenly tied! Fifth goal of the season for him, 8:13 into the third. It was 4-1 Dallas at one point. Now it's 4-4 as the Hurricanes got 1 in the second. Now they got 2 here in the third in the span of, 30 seconds. And now here's Bear, the Pochette. Here's Pavelski. What a hit. Pavelski does have that. Now Radulov. Stars looking to take the lead back. Shot. Hit a body. And now, in the corner, Hodgepodge trying to get over there. Stars ended up getting the putt, and that was sent in the Bandit boards. Radulov has it, though. Kicked out of there. Duryanov sent in the wrong die. Fast, who just scored. And now into the slot. Natchez got nailed. And then Niederreiter, Hudobin said no. 8:35 they go in the third. It's a 4-4 game. Next 3 games, we host the Blue Jackets, then we host the Coyotes, and then we go to Vegas to play the Golden Knights. Here we go, 7:30 or 8:35 they go in the third. It was 4-1 Dallas at one point. Now it's 4-4. As we have 4 shots since the second period. We had 3 in the second and only got 1 in the third. What a hit! Now Kivaranta, he might be in a breakaway. He is. Here he comes, and he scores. Kivaranta, his second goal of the year, and the Stars retake the lead. 12:01 into the third, second goal of the season for Kivaranta on the breakaway. After the big hit by, I don't know who had the big hit, but that created the breakaway for Kivaranta, and Joel Kivaranta scores. That was, I believe, glove side on Anderson. 7:50 on the go in the third. 5-4 Dallas. Unassisted. Second goal of the year, unassisted. Here we go, 7:30 to go. Pochette away by Kivaranta. And I did not mean to do that. That will be an icing unless we can beat it, and Ben does not. 6:50 on the go in the third. 5-4 Dallas. We really needed that. We really need it. Time of attack, they have literally 4 minutes more. 6:50 on the go in the third. 5-4 Dallas. And at the time, we lose the putt, but Lindbergh did it. And turn it over and loses his helmet. He has to go off the ice. As his helmet's literally in the offensive zone by the blue line. Now a shot. What a save. I don't think that was Hudobin who got that. I believe it was blocked in front. Blocked by a Stars player. If it wasn't blocked by that Stars player, I think that was going in. Here's Suter. Lost the punt, and eventually it was shot towards the net because I was done a shooter right before Suter was hit, and it was shot by whoever the other dude was. Here we go. Helmet for Klimber was still on the ice. Now in front! And now it's into the corner. 4 minutes to go. And now Kivaranta will just clear it. down the ice. And Fonsa will almost get to the dots first, does not. 3:23 to go. We can't change, but it's not the momentum right now. Hit 17-16 in favor of us. Obviously, we have that fight between Hastings and Slavin. At this point, they should be out of the box. 3:23 to go. We're up by 1. Here we go. We win the face-off. Here's Tivarante to score right now the go-ahead goal to end up being the game-winning goal. Shot! Turned aside by the goaltender, Anderson. And so they have the puck. Here's Teravainen. 2 minutes to go. Eventually, they'll probably be pulling their goalie now, you would think, here, or soon. And now Ben has it. 1:35 to play. Here we go. Tivarante lost it. Here's Slavin. Here's Natchez. 1 minute to go. I think they'll be pulling their goalie soon enough. They still haven't pulled their goalie. Shot turned aside by Hudobin. 50 seconds to play. What a hit in the corner or behind the net or below the goal line. Now Natchez. They still haven't pulled their goalie. Now they do. Sits on fire. Shot turned aside by the goaltender. Now Suter has it. Up and Ben. Fonsa to the empty net. And he scores. Reddit Fonsa, his 3rd goal of the year. It's an empty net goal, and the Stars lead by 2 with 39.2 to go. Empty net goal for Fonsa as the Stars lead 6-4, 39.1 to go. Assisted by Ben and Suter, and now that should be an icing. And I guess it's not. Here we go, back the other way. Here's Fast. They're pulling their goalie again. Sits on 5 for the Canes again. And now Pavelski just has it. Now up ahead. Missed Pavelski. 20 seconds to play. Here's Fast. Back the other way. Sending it up through Hudobin or through Klimber. As Hudobin gets it. Passes to Stina. Here's Duriana. Back the other way. Duriana towards the empty net. He scores. Another empty net goal for Dallas. 7-4 Dallas now. 11.8 to go. Second goal tonight for Duriana. 6th of the year. 19:49 into the 3rd. It's an empty net goal. 11.8 to go in the 3rd. 7-4 Dallas. Assisted by Hastings and Hudobin. Hudobin at the second assist on that play. Here we go. Here's Natchez. Lost the puck. Up ahead. Duriana will dump it down. And that is your game. Stars win a game they really needed to win. And they did win the game as they beat the Hurricanes 7-4. And they moved to 5-11-4 with 14 points. The Stars obviously blew a 4-1 lead, but then it was 4-4. There's a salute by the Stars players to the Stars fans here at American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Stars win. We did blow a 4-1 lead, but obviously we did blow a 4-1 lead. Then it was 4-4. And then Tivarante obviously scored, who was the 3rd star, 1 goal, 0 assists, 1 hit. Was the 3rd star. I mean, we had 7 goals and 15 shots. Still. Second star was Duriana, 2 goals, no assists, 1 hit. Obviously, that second goal was an empty net goal, which is still a goal. And Hintz is the 1st star, 2 goals, 0 assists, 1 hit. Obviously, had 2 goals in the 1st period. Unfortunately, could not get the hat trick as Hintz had 2 goals, Duriana had 2 goals. In the 3rd period, we scored 3 goals. The Hurricanes scored 2. Obviously, our second goal and our 3rd goal in that 3rd period were both empty netters by, Fatsa and Gurianov. I mean, we scored 4 goals in the 1st period, none in the 2nd, and then 3 in the 3rd, which we scored 3 goals in the 1st. No, we scored 4 goals in the 1st, none in the 2nd, 3 in the 3rd. Obviously, that 6th goal and 7th goal were both empty netters. So really, with the goal in that, we only scored 5 goals, which would have still been enough to win the game. But they had 5 penalty minutes for the 5-minute minutes we were fighting. They had 9, or we had 9. They went 2 for 2 in the power play. We never got a power play opportunity. Obviously, so that means the Hurricanes scored 4 goals total, 2 on the power play. Time attack 903 for them, 440 for us. Hits were 17-17. Shots were 31-15 in favor of the Hurricanes, and obviously goals were 7-4 in favor of the Stars. And by the way, you might hear that there's some winter storm warning here in Texas, or where especially the hill country might get snow. Yeah, I don't know, but the hill country might get some snow. Well, we might get some snow tomorrow. because it's Texas, they did cancel school for tomorrow, which I'm filming this at 7:58 p.m. here on Wednesday, February 2nd, which this video is not going up on February 2nd, but this video is going up on February 3rd. So that means that is for you guys if you're watching this video the day I posted today and tomorrow. So February 3rd and February 4th they canceled school, and after there's a weekend. I still have to do my schoolwork though. My teacher said I just have to like do, because I have a goal chart of what I'm supposed to do. She said that made a copy of it and then do whatever. And then I already wrote Thursday's goals down, which is for me is tomorrow. And I do those goals. Obviously I can't do any syllabus or tests. And then I do Friday's goals as well. And yeah, and then yeah, so I have no school for me tomorrow and Friday, so I'm not sure if there's any extra videos. Obviously, I might not film this if I know homework. I finished my work today for me, and I just had to study in English. I might have filmed this video even if I had school tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure, but obviously with me not having school, it definitely gave me assurance I was gonna film this video. As it's been on this channel, by the way, it will most likely be the next episode of my Boston Red Sox franchise. Or the next video on this channel will most likely be the next episode of my Boston Red Sox franchise series. And it will be the show 21. And that most likely, or that might be the next video on this channel. It might be, it might not be. And now I'm just going to go to the main menu to see. Well, I'll show you what the next episode of the series will be before I end the video. And like I said, the next video on this channel will most likely be, or the next video on this channel. The next video on this channel might be the next episode of my Boston Red Sox franchise series, and it will be the show 21. It might be. It might be, it might not be. It probably will be, but you never know. I'm not sure. That might be what it is, maybe. I'm not sure what it's going to be like. I'm not sure when it's going to be, though. So we finally did a win. Finally. So 5-11-4. I'll take that. Because at one point I think we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 7-game losing streak where we went, I think, we went in that 7-game losing streak, we went 0-6-1. And so we beat the Avs 2-1, the Avalanche 2-1, then we lost to the Coyotes 2-1 in a shootout, and now we beat the Hurricanes 7-4. Like I said, next episode, or I haven't said it yet, but next episode of the series will be the series against the Seattle Kraken, this will be the first matchup, or first meeting between the Kraken and the Stars, which in real life the Stars did win. So yeah, like I said, this will be the first ever matchup between the Stars and the Kraken. It's a game that the Turks was on, so the game's on Wednesday, January 12th, 2021. It'll be the first ever matchup between the Kraken and the Stars, and it'll be the next episode of this series. So the next episode of the series will be the day that the Turks is on right now, which is on Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. It's the Kraken versus the Stars in Dallas. And yeah, I'll do a closing in the next clip. So yeah, next episode of the series, I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life, but in this game, it'll be this game the Turks is on right now, which is a Stars game on Wednesday, January 12th, 2022 against the Seattle Kraken at home. It'll be the first ever matchup between the Stars and the Kraken. Yeah, and that'll be the next episode of this series. That's what it's gonna be. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out in real life though, because actually the first episode of the series came out like just over a month ago. So I'm not sure when the next episode of the series will be, but I know it's gonna be that day against I know it's gonna be that day against the Seattle Kraken at home. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out in real life though. And now through 20 games, they didn't lead their team in points. 20 games played, 7 goals, 8 assists, and 15 points. Hope you liked this episode. Stay warm, especially because the East Coast and like last week got like 2 feet of snow, so stay warm and all good stuff. For me to stay warm too. And I mean, my teacher, I looked at she texted me, or not me, but it was me and like I think she created a group chat with I think everyone else in high school. She said, "Stay warm and do your schoolwork," and also so it's like, well, I'm going to, but I can't even do English because I have a test in it. And then on Friday, well, I'm only going to be able to do it 2 paces because everything else I have tests in. On Friday, I'm only going to be able to do 2 paces, like I said, music and New Testament. So yeah, on Friday I'm only able to do 2 paces. music, and New Testament. So that's nice. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay warm. And hopefully I stay warm too. OTS Sam close on board if it's up to the live button. Or OTS Sam close on board. OTS Sam close on board if it's up to the live button. Subscribe if you have any answer. Mom, dad, grandmother, and uncles, friends, or OTS Sam close on board if it's up to the live button. Subscribe if you have any answer. Mom, dad, grandmother, and uncles, friends about these videos. And I'm gonna see you in episode number 3. And I'm gonna see you in episode number I'm gonna see you in episode number 3 of the Dallas Stars NHL 22 franchise series. See you in episode number 3. And Bacon and Doe Stars.